EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
What is it?
Looking to get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete.
This is teach tape. This is exactly how they teach defensive linemen to rush the quarterback. First order of business is obviously get a sack, get to the quarterback, disrupt the pocket. If you can't get there, get big in the throwing lane, and that's exactly why.
Vegas! Watch first!
Throwing on second down. Williams. Now a shot here, deep middle. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
What is it?
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Biggie Angels! Vegas! Punch first!
On second down, it's Williams.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
What is that?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Davis.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
first and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger, not ready.
Here's a and Swift loses the football. And the Jets come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Okay, ready? Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Rolling right. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now, faking the give. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. On now, Cade York for the point after. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Kmet. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Williams to throw on second down. He'll air it out down the middle. And this will be incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he is going to have a Bears first down. He'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll let one go down the middle. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Williams has caught downfield by Odunze. They get 18 on the pitching count. First down, Chicago.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That is caught by the tight end. Poston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown on Santos. Good on the extra point. And the Bears move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. The motion man here is Mitchell. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
15-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Reload! Ready?
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. DeAndre Swift to the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First down's in. At their own 23-yard line.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Gain of 5 brings us a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
That's good. For the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Jamian Sherwood there to meet him.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Williams. And it's that rookie 3rd-round pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears extend it to a 21-6 advantage. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Davis. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Exiting the pocket right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Now this looks like a design run. And he turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Play fake. And they'll throw with Williams. Right side, caught by Burton. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here to begin the drive. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball.
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here to talk things over before third down. He'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 89 yards. Touchdown, Jets.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Here's 2nd and 9.
What is up? Dad.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On third down, it's Williams. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a toss to the left. Here comes Hall. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Devin Bush there on the stop. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25.
Ready to go! Punch forward! Punch forward! Punch forward! Punch forward!
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. A big hole. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Davis now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The open man is Wilson. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
2nd and 10.
What is up? Yeah. Vegas! Yes!
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. Downfield got him, and he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
And he will go all the way. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
What is up? Jordan! Park Spurs!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
What is up? Yes. Vegas! Yes! Park Spurs!
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Yeah. What is it? Vegas!
To throw, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And how about that? Third and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
What is that?
Give here to Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play. A really good play.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
What is it on? Park Spurs! Yeah. Level.
Here's Williams now to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down.
What is it on?
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. Good blocking to the 15. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up first and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Pacheco. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal.
Ready, set. Vegas, Vegas.
They'll go with him again. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Third and goal.
What is it? Hold on.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears will extend this third quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. He'll get across the 20, knock him down to the 23-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 6. Back to throw. That one caught by Wilson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough. First down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Third and a yard.
Let's go.
We'll try to run for it with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Actually, a really nice play there defensively, Mike. And initially, I thought that penetration was going to bring him down in the backfield and bring up fourth down. But somehow, nice job by the back, angling his way forward. I think he's going to get this first down by about the length of the football.
They put Wilson in motion. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. 33 yards. It's a 3-tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And the the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Third down, they need 5.
Let's go now. 60.
On the option, here's Hall.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Off we go with the fourth quarter, and it starts with a run by Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Ready, set.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a run by Swift. 38 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Ready, set. Movement.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That'll be caught DeAndre Swift. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Bears first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Williams to the air once more. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Come on. Set. Pass the 60.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Bears. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with that last score. I think this one is pretty much over.
That's the score. Bears 45, Jets 20. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Throwing now from the gun. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They're down and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Out of the gun, he'll throw, and he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line. for first and 10.
Jets. First down. A gain of 4 yards.
They'll look to throw again. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on second and 10. I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Jets. First down.
Back to the air one more time. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First down. First and goal, Jets.
They'll look to throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, New York. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least they'll pay off with a touchdown, right?
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
It's down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
What is it?
Williams going to look to throw it on. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They'll go again with Swift. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Brings up third down.
What is it? Axel! Touchdown!
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he will score again. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. A great touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. Back to throw. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. First and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he's in! Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Second and 6.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of gain.
Here's Swift. And he will have the first down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here Second stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Third and long.
Raise it up! Vegas, Vegas! Yes, yes! Punch squares, punch squares, punch squares, yes, yes, yes! Tackle, tackle!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
It's 7 yards. It's second down.
They'll throw out of the gun. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver-type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.